What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the AM. So, I'm going to talk about the long haul and playing the long game. I think that oftentimes we don't actually focus on the long game enough. We don't actually have the patience to do it. And as a result, we short the process. And then because we short the process, we actually have to go back around and start over. And the reason why I'm bringing this up is because recently Andrew and I, for um, just internally, one of the things that we're doing is we're launching a couple projects, but they're long-term projects. So they're not, hey, this is going to provide instant gratification and solve and put out instant fires within the company or anything like that. It's like a 3 to 5 year plan for some of the things that we're doing and implementing and changing. And I'm bringing this up because I don't think that people do this enough, especially in business, right? I think it's so easy to get caught up in just putting out fires and handling what is at face value. It's very hard to look up past where we currently are at and then begin walking towards a longer destination. And the reason why is because it requires patience, it requires pain tolerance, it requires discipline and self-control to continue without the results. It's amazing how results driven we are as people. And by results, I don't mean good or bad results. I don't mean like, hey, results are always positive. I just mean results. For instance, when we get uncomfortable or when we do not want to move forward in things, we'll avoid them and we'll get that result of avoidance, right? But it's like, cool. The result is I just want to escape and avoid this and put this off for as long as I possibly can because it's uncomfortable and I don't want to do it. And as a result, we really put off the long term and we avoid it. And oftentimes this comes because most people don't know how to correctly address the long term. They don't know how to think about things correctly. And they don't know how to continue on despite not seeing the instant gratification. I think instant gratification in really the microwave society that we've lived in has really hurt us as a group of people. It has really hurt how we focus and how we work together collectively and individually. So I do think that it's important to where you have long-term goals in your life. You've got to have long-term goals and you need to have long-term journeys and you need to be able to play the long game and have patience. So I mentioned three things. You need to have patience and high pain tolerance, and you need to have discipline for the long term. Those three things are highly required. There's other facets to that and other things that you'll need. But patience is super important. The patience and to focus, the patience to let the process play out. See, oftentimes we don't have the patience to actually let the process have its way and take course in our lives and for the project to finish out. And this is where pain tolerance comes in because patience helps with that. Cool, you're uncomfortable. You're not getting the quick fix you're looking for. It's not solving all these other fires and issues. You still got to press down and put your head down and continue the journey, because the long term is very important. And it's often why we end up somewhere where we don't want to end up. We end up in a place where, man, this is not what I wanted at the end of my life because we ignored the long term because it requires a lot of patience and the pain tolerance to keep our head down, right? The pain tolerance to be like, nope, I'm just going to continue on. Cool. This isn't the end goal that I want, but I'm going to continue on down the journey and continue to move forward. And that's also where the discipline comes in, the discipline to continue to do the work without seeing exactly what you want to see when you want to see it and how you want to see it. And I think if you're the type of person who just really loves checklists and I want to just check things off my box, that's great. But I think it's very easy to get lost in just, cool, I'm just a task-based person. I like having all my tasks laid out because we forget about the long term because we're just focused on, cool, I did this and I can see the instantaneous results of it. I think things being provable instantaneous can be very detrimental. I think it's very addictive and we get into that mindset to where it's addictive. And I think it's so important to be able to put that off to where you're delaying your gratification. And the term is delayed gratification, really what I'm talking about. However, I'm bringing this up because there are two things that Andrew and I have launched at a couple year journeys. And we're even coming to the conclusion of the couple year journey for another project. And now we're watching it come to fruition and it is so satisfying. And it's going to radically change everything we're doing internally and externally with serving our customers, clients, just different things like that. But these are journeys that we chose to embark on, and everything is going up. We have really lost the sowing and reaping mentality where I put a seed in the ground and then I have to wait and wait and wait and wait to get the desired outcome. Anyways, guys, I'm over. I'll catch you later. Peace.